Hello everyone and welcome back to another Wicked Gameplay episode. It's been a great week. Hope you enjoyed your week since my last episode. But today we have a pretty exciting aircraft. Finally, the Airbus A330 from Jar Designs has been released. And it's a very nice aircraft. I mean, the modelling that they did on this is really good. I think it's better than the A320. I mean, the A320 is a little bit older, so that's to be expected. But this is a really nicely modelled aircraft. Now the systems seem to be better and at least as good as the A320. The MCDU has some of the same quirkiness kind of issues that the A320 has, with some improvements. Like, it's definitely not the same specifically. I've noticed that it tends to fly the routes better than I had previously. And when I say that, I'm comparing that to almost every other aircraft I have. The flight factors and the PMDG 737 NGX. This is pretty good, but I don't think it's up to that standard in terms of the MCDU. Everything else about the aircraft I think is fantastic. What they actually did different this time is they took out the menu off the left-hand side. I kind of was a little bit disappointed in that. I think that menu was a really nice touch. And they've moved the menu up the top here. So let's just get that. You've got to go to this A330 and then we can just call all the ground equipment. The little trucks look awesome, by the way. They look really cool. They've got some nice little, what do you call them, liveries. They've kind of styled these little trucks, and like the little Shell fuel truck and the catering trucks. Very cool. They look awesome. I love the animation, the way they come in and do all that stuff. That's really cool. And I don't know if anyone else does that, at least in X-Plane. And I think in FSX maybe you need a different add-on, which I don't have. So I don't remember the name of it. I'm not going to try and guess. I'm thinking GEX or something like that. Ground Equipment Extreme or something like that. Anyway, which kind of does this. This is pretty cool though. This is really cool. Okay, so you can see we've got our fuel truck, fuel loader here. That's cool. Let's jump in and get this flight underway. You can see inside it looks really cool, really nicely modeled. We have some available power here. What I'm going to do real quick is get the batteries on. So I'm not going to use this power because I tend to forget I'm using it and end up turning off the ground power and then turning off my whole aircraft. We've got that. We'll get the APU going. We'll get that fired up. Wait till the available comes on. Refuel in process. Then what we want to do is turn on the APU generator once this is available. There it is. And yeah, it must be on already. There we go. So a quick look. Yep, we're good. So that's not what I wanted. I want to get the ADIRS going. Normally you'd wait for this on bat to go out for each one of these. And we do at 1, 2, and 3. Okay. We also have a checklist down here which tells us what to do if we want to remember what's actually happening. So we're going to turn on the beacon and the signs. I'm going to turn this arm. For those lights, I'm going to fix these now before we start having some complaints. Okay, let's get the MCDU all programmed. You can see here we need to enter the flight plan, the cost index, cruise, and zero fuel weight before it does anything. And we're using a fairly new cycle, 1501, which I copied across from my A320 folder, which is the nav folder. In there you'll see if you just copied across, everything seems the same. Copied that across and it gives me the current cycle here. If you have a Navigraph subscription, which is what I have. Okay, so initially I should mention that we are at Grantley Adams. Is it Grantley Adams International in Barbados? And we're going to be flying to Princess Juliana International Airport today. We're going to be doing a hand landing, a visual approach is what we're going to do. So that's a little bit different. I normally do the ILS approach, but I think it's time that I start manually doing these approaches. So let me have a look here. So we got Tango. Here we go. Tango Papa. No. Tango Bravo. Papa Bravo. And then we have Tango November Charlie Mike. We'll align the iris now so we're not waiting, because you can see it's going to take 7 minutes. So we'll get that underway. Our cruise altitude is going to be 360. Well, 0 fuel weight, that gives us everything, and it's saying the fuel is too low. And because I clicked block fuel, it says my cruise altitude was too high. So we didn't have enough fuel for that. What we're going to do here is go up to about 12,000. We're going to refill that. Hit this block, gives us that. Go back to our init here and go back to 360. Cruise altitude too high. Oh, I haven't done my flight plan. That would be partly why. Okay, so let's do that now. Flight plan. I'm not going to be following any real rules on winds and that sort of thing. I've just got my plan worked out, and that is what we're going to be doing. So we're doing the A1 SID and the BIRNO transition. Easy. This is really cool. I don't know if this was in the A320. You know, I've had the A320 for quite a while, and I have rarely flown it. I think the video, the last episode I did of the A320, I haven't touched it since, and I hadn't flown it much previous to that. So that is our instrument departure. From here, let me just see, we need to go to SEKUN. I believe it's UN. Oops, UN. So I'll stick that here. SEKUN. Just let me do that. Yep. Then we have ANU. I think just let me check my notes. ANU and ELOPO. And if we look here, that is good. We'll remove this and insert. So that's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. That's beautiful. Now, for our approach, there is only one approach that's available. RNAV. Take the Uluba one. It says no approach vias. Not sure what that means. When I click return, it shows me the transition here. And we can insert that. So we have SEKUN, ANU, ELOPO, Eluba, PJM, Avaki, Lisor, Mapon, and that is good. That's the exact route that we want. Beautiful. Now, if I go back to init here, let's put in our 360 again. Extra fuel is 4.8 ton. I'm happy with that. That's cool. So that is done. Now, what else do we want to do here? We'll go to our performance. The current transition altitude for this area here, which is in Barbados, is 3,000, I believe, from memory. I did look up the approach chart. I didn't write it down. Flex temperature of 50. We're going to leave all this other stuff as normal. Do our V speeds. And we're going to look at what our load sheet says. You can actually press these minuses and pluses. It's kind of weird, you don't really notice. I didn't really notice that you could click on them when I first looked at it. But we're pretty much fully loaded here. We got a trim of 3.6 maybe. Okay. So we're going to do flaps 2, up, and 3.6. And that is going to adjust our trim wheel here when I put this in here. You can see our trim wheel's starting to adjust. Good, that all looks cool. I'm not going to touch any of that. Go through our phases here, which I don't really ever touch. Update this, TBPB, okay, so this is the approach. TNCM, good. We have 1016. That's another thing I really like about this aircraft. This little window here is awesome. Temperature will be 26. Wind is 110 at 9 knots. And I don't think I really need anything else, so I'm going to leave that. That's good. That's pretty much it. We're done. Not going to touch anything there, and the flight plan now has all these, so we know it's good. Just let me quickly check my approach. 27 at Avaki 15699. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with that. Now you could clear the map view flight plan and look at this, but I already know it's correct because I've done this before. Okay, ILS is happening. That's all good. What do we need to do now?
All passengers on board. Can I close the door?
Yes, please.
Passengers unhappy that in the cabin too hot. May I ask you to set a lower temperature?
Okay, whatever.
Yes, please.
I've already done this. It's too hot. The pack's on? Pack 1, yeah. That should be good. Oh, maybe because I didn't have the bleed on. Okay. Now, we've done that. We can jump outside. We can tell all these people to go away. Ground equipment. Remove. So they're all going to go away. Doors. Close all doors. And what we also want here is the where is he? Push back and towing. And we should see him show up here. Oh, he's just crashed into the truck. Okay, someone's calling me. When you hear that beep, you'll see click on one of these. Oh, we got frozen there for a second.
Close the doors.
I don't know what's going on there. Barrel reference. I've already got this set, but it doesn't seem to like that.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is connected. Awaiting your instructions.
ATC clearance for push and start. Please confirm. All ground equipment and services clear.
Ground equipment and jetty clear. Doors closed and steering pan in position. Set park brake to release, please.
Park brake off.
Brakes released. Clear to push.
Copy. Brakes off. Clear to push.
Clear to
back
push.
start. You may start engine, sir.
Let's set this for 36. Let's start going back because there's a bit of a way back. Okay, who else is complaining here?
The doors are armed.
Okay.
Alright, what else? I think if we click PA.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to
this is your
passengers.
captain speaking. Welcome on board. We will perform this flight with our first officer and our cabin crew. Currently, we are waiting for engine startup clearance from tower. We are expecting departure in approximately 10 minutes.
We'll need our
I
fuel.
will give you more information about our flight during cruise. Have a nice flight.
Generators, we're all good. We've got the APU bleed is on. That's good. We're ready. Let's fire up engine 1.
Starting engine 1.
Put our nav lights on. Beacon's already on. Wing lights on. Strobes to auto. Auto. You can turn on some lights here.
After start checklist completed.
Okay, then we're gonna go this way, but you'll see he turns to the opposite side for a second. But he will come back. There you go. Now do some of our checks.
Full up, check. Full down, check. Full left, check. Full right, check.
Can't do our pedals at the moment. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Pushback complete. Please set park brake to on.
Park brake
Parking
on.
brakes on. Let him know the brake's
Brakes
on.
set. You may disconnect the tow.
Bypass pin have been removed. Tow is disconnected. Have a good flight, sir.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, so what have we got on our checklist? Oh, we have to do left pedal.
full left, check. Pedal full right, check. Flight control check completed.
Okay, so we're good. Cabin crew, we just need to taxi. The cabin crew check. Oh, we're going to
Starting
start number
engine
2. Alright, we're good. Let's get going. We'll start preparing the aircraft for
Park brake off.
taxi. Oops. Doesn't go up anymore. Good.
Flaps 1.
Start
flaps
configuring
2.
for takeoff. What else do we need? TARA and turn the A transponder on. What else? Ecam. Engine start selector. Always forget that. Okay, I think we're good. Ecam memo will do shortly. Ground spoilers armed. Brakes for rejected takeoff. It wasn't a livery for Caribbean Airlines, so I just went with the Airbus livery. It's pretty nice. Once you get familiar with the FMS, MCDU, whatever you want to call it, everyone seems to call it something different, or either one of those two options. I think for an Airbus though it's MCDU, and I'll probably say this in every episode. But anyway, okay, taxiing our way down. She's pretty good. Oh, I didn't turn my radios on. Gonna have to get onto one of these ATC networks, spice up some of these things and make it a bit more interactive. I'm getting pretty comfortable with the aircraft, mostly, in most cases. Alright, so let's put this brake on.
Brake on.
Let's make sure our lights are aligned. So we'll turn our runway turn off lights. I don't know if you need those on takeoff, but anyway. Oh, I had it on takeoff. I think that is all we need. Everything is cool. We just want to turn our packs off for takeoff. And we're good to go. What do we got here? Cabin crew, packs is required.
Okay.
Don't know what that means. All we really want to do is tell them, prepare for takeoff.
Please take your seats for landing.
What? What? What did I just press? Prepare for takeoff.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
Ah, that's what I wanted. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, brakes off.
Park brake off.
We're ready. We're going to do a bit of a hand fly out. Did I turn? There she is. I'll tell you, I'm really looking forward to the IXEG 737. That's going to be an exciting aircraft. Not that this isn't, I just think the IXEG is going to be pretty phenomenal. I don't know what's missing there. Packs are off. We're good to go. We'll turn off the APU shortly. We're good, we're configured. Let's wind her up a bit. Brakes, holding the brakes.
Power set.
Okay, we're on max. You can see here, flex 50. Like our kind of toga.
$100 knots.
Check.
V1.
V1, so we've got to go. Rotate.
Positive climb.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. I'm just following the flight director here. We'll get ready for thrust climb. Or climb thrust. Climb thrust. Here we come. There it is. Bring the nose down a little.
Standard BIRNO cross-check. Passing flight level 020.
Bring this down. What did they want? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Okay, let's go to autopilot.
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
Cross-check, so we'll... Spoilers are
disarm.
off. Gear is up, good, and pack's back on. Keep our passengers happy. Flaps up.
1. After takeoff checklist completed.
Flaps 2.
0.
Not flaps 2, flap 0. I was just putting them back up. So we're making our way up. Oh, we want to be here on this arc. Okay, we're looking good. I think we've done everything on here. Yes, we have. We don't really need the APU anymore. The APU bleed, or turn the APU off.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the lights.
I don't know what that guy's talking about when he says that. So. We're above 3,000 feet, so we'll go to standard barrow. This button here does something. Oh, this tells you descent your profile. So we're making our way up, go across, come down at Anu. Okay, we're looking good. Get it on the light side. Okay, while we're climbing here, yep, we're good. Well, let's just go into the passenger area. Give you a quick look around. Some storage boxes. First class, I guess, or business class. Then we got economy. Starting to get some frame rate issues here. This aircraft also has wing flex, which is pretty cool if you watch your landings. You can see there my frame rate's tanking a little bit. Let's jump back in the cockpit. Open this up so we can see where we're going. So we can see here, top of climb is around BIRNO. Top of descent will be, can't actually see it, but it's just after Anu. So yeah, it's a great plane. It looks really awesome. I'm sort of getting comfortable with the MCDU. If you're very comfortable in the A320, then this is, you're going to be really comfortable in this thing. It's actually really nice. I actually like it better than the A320, and I don't really see why anyone would want to buy an A320 after this, in my opinion. Although, I guess they're kind of, it's a bit more of a long haul aircraft.
Check, sir, if everything is okay with the lights.
I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, so we just want to turn our runway lights off. That should do it, and everything else should be fine. So there's our top of descent there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring it back when we get there, when we start our descent into Princess Juliana Airport. We'll start our descent and make our way down for a visual touchdown. We'll see you soon. Okay, welcome back everyone. We're still going. We're getting close to the top of descent now. You can see it over here. We're about I don't think this VOR is it. We're coming very close to the top of descent here. So what I'm going to do is make our way down to about 10,000 feet. So I'm just going to turn this down. Oops. Okay, we're going to start our descent a little bit earlier, and that'll just smooth it down a little bit and gives a little bit of a chance to make sure we don't overspeed or need to rush. So I'll push that down. We're starting in our descent, managed descent mode. That's going to work just fine. We may need to do some speed brakes if we've got some drag, but it's going to be pretty basic going from here. We'll be making our way to our approach fix. Come back out, it's still a little while away. You can see where it is here. So I'm going to bring us back when we're a bit closer to this.
You're close to top of descent, sir.
Thank you. We're going to make our way, and we'll come back when we're about this turn point and start in the approach, and then that should wrap it up for the day. You can see here we've got our speed markers, and we're traveling okay. We're making a slow descent down. Okay, I'll be back soon. Okay, so we're getting close to our approach turn. You can see Princess Juliana Airport just over there. It's on the island here. Very nice view. Look at that view. Pretty amazing. We're still making our way down. We've got a little bit of frame lag there. Clouds are a bit patchy, but we can make that work. So it looks like we're going to take a loop and come back in just on the end of the island there. If we have a look at where we are, coming down to 14,000 feet. I might just turn the speed brake on. We're getting a little bit of additional speed there. It's going to help it slow down. A little bit concerned about the autopilot speed. I've had some problems previously with the autopilot accelerating. Doing some crazy things. So I'm going to be extra cautious this time and try and manually control the speed. Let's see how we go. I've had to do a go around previously because the speed was just going insane. Probably something I did. Getting close now to our approach, which is pretty cool. Getting close to 10,000. We'll start to turn our lights on soon. Okay, we're coming to 10,000. I'm going to just change this down to about 2,500 now. Make sure it keeps going all the way down. I don't want to slow this thing down. I want it to keep going. There is a restriction just here. Once we get past that, it's going to continue to descend. We'll make this right turn. Make our way back to the runway. Plenty of visibility, enough to do a visual approach, which is good. Making our turn here. I'm going to start to bring this down manually. When I've left it to its own devices, it has definitely had me come unstuck a few times. So I want to get it under control while I can. Just slowing down. Got to make sure it's doing what I want it to do.
Need to check, sir, if everything is okay with the light.
Power reference. I don't know what he's talking about there. I don't know when he'll do takeoff lights. That'll do. Start to slow it down. Try about there. I don't know what that little green dot is. I did read what it was at some point, but I've actually forgotten about that. Okay, we're going to be coming in with a manual approach, so it's looking pretty good this time. Come with
Flaps 1.
flaps 1. Power references could. What do they want? Don't know what that's all about.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Can't get rid of that thing. There it is. Keep this thing under control.
Passengers are wearing cabin ready for landing.
Okay.
Is that what we want? 7,000. Really a bit concerned here. I've had problems coming in. This is looking pretty good though, I have to admit. This is looking pretty good. So we want to start getting ready for our landing. Set some brakes.
Spoilers retracted. Spoilers arm.
Arm the spoilers. Look at this thing slowing down.
Flaps 2.
I don't know what the proper speeds are here, by the way. I'm kind of guessing. Still think we probably should be descending a bit quicker than this. It seems like we're going too slow, so let's disable the autopilot and bring it down.
Flaps 3.
Go to full flaps.
Full.
Got to get through these clouds here. Yeah, we're definitely too high. We're way too high.
Spoilers half. Spoilers full.
Oh, way too much speed here. We'll probably have to do a go around. Because crossing here, we should be about 600. That's weird.
2,500.
No, I don't see us. Don't see us being able to do this.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Flaps 3.
Sync rate.
Flaps 2.
We're gonna have to do a go around. It's a shame.
1,000. Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
It's not going to show us a go around. So we'll climb back up.
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
Not really sure why we're starting to get some frame rate loss here. It's been pretty good all day. Okay, so I've done a bit of a go around,
Gear down.
just lining it back up with the last couple of
Landing
waypoints.
checklist completed.
Gears coming down.
Landing checklist completed.
Get this down to approach speed. The flaps are all the way down. I don't remember actually if on my first pass I actually pressed the approach button, which maybe was part of that problem, but we were definitely coming in too high. So that was my mistake. I should have been on top of that, because that's basically a problem I've had, where it doesn't hasn't been descending fast enough. So
Landing checklist completed.
turn this autopilot off. We'll just line it up. Hive the aircraft. Gears down. Get myself in nice and tight here.
$1,000.
A little bit low, I'd say. But we'll just bring her up a little bit. Brakes on. I could follow that flight director, but I'm not sure I trust it. Looking good so far. A bit of left rudder.
500. 400.
Gentle, gentle. Bit nervous.
300. 100 above.
300 to 100 above. How does that happen?
200.
100 above minimums.
100.
Oh,
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Bank.
Retard.
Bank.
10.
Bank. Bank.
Drive.
Bank. Bank. Bank.
Oh.
Spoilers full. Decel. Reverse green.
that was a bit of a shaky landing. That was one of my worst ones, actually.
Reverse green.
But we made it. We made it. We made it
70
down.
knots.
We made it down. So I'm not going to park here. Oh, we got some thank yous. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No landing lights on.
Nice landing, sir.
Well, we made it alive. That's the main
Park
thing.
brake on.
There we go. Another interesting landing. Tell me what you think of this aircraft. I think it's pretty cool. As long as you stay on top of it. I think most of those mistakes are actually my fault.
Flaps 3. Flaps 2.
Just got to be on top of
1.
that.
Flaps 0.
Got to improve my game there.
Spoilers retracted.
There you go. That's the Airbus A330. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, give Give us a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Would you be getting this aircraft? I'd love to hear it. Let me know what you think. Okay, thanks everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next episode. Catch you next time.